You're a man over 30 who's been wanting to get in shape for a long time now, and you still are yet to see any results. And here's why. Pride is one of those reasons. Now, there's a lot of ways to define or explain pride, but as it relates to getting in shape, I'm going to go ahead and use this definition, which is a high awareness or consciousness of dignity. Now, in itself, this doesn't sound bad, right? Which would be correct. You want to have some type of pride in something, or else what's the point of anything? But pride can definitely become harmful. So let's break it down into some components. What about fear of failure? Too much pride can often run us off from trying to do new or challenging things. Now, as it relates to getting in shape, your fear of failure can stop you from even trying to get fit in the first place. Imagine you're just starting out your fitness journey, you're working out 3 times a week, you're trying to eat right, you're trying to do all the things that you read online that will help you out and get you to your goals. But week after week, you're checking the scale and you don't see the results that you want. In your mind, you want to be losing about 2 to 3 pounds a week at least, right? And because you're doing the work, it should be happening. But what if the number on the scale doesn't show you exactly what you want to see? What if you do all this work and realize that you've gotten nothing from it? You don't look any better, you don't feel any better. At this point, you realize maybe you don't know what you're doing and you might as well stop wasting your time and live your life. And believe it or not, whether this sounds cliche or not, this definitely happens a lot. There's a lot of information out there and people get caught up with, and if you don't know, you don't know. If you're just going to the gym, but you don't know what you're doing in the gym, of course you're not gonna see results. But for someone that's just starting out, you need to have wins early on to keep you motivated and to keep you going. But that big what if can oftentimes be the deal breaker that stops you from ever trying in the first place, and the dream body that you want, the quality of life that you want, that confidence that you want will just float off into the wind because of that fear. What about other people's opinions? Maybe they don't believe in you the way you believe in you. Maybe you've just been out of shape for so long that no one really supports you or thinks that you have it in you to finally get in shape and break those bad habits that you've built. Let's face it, for most of us, people's opinions matter, right? So this can also contribute to that fear of failure. You don't want to go to the gym for a month and have people asking you, did you lose any weight yet? And having to give them an answer that you know will have them judging you, whether they say it or not. And fear of failure can even affect you in the gym itself, because maybe there's exercises that you want to do, you want to try, but you think that if your form is bad, people are going to laugh at you, people are watching you at the gym. And for some reason in our minds, we are the center of attention anytime we go into the gym. And if we make a mistake or our form isn't absolutely perfect, then we will be the laughing stock and everybody is focused on us, which most of the time is definitely not the case. Some of us have so much pride that we end up even hurting ourselves. For example, if you see a big guy doing a lot of weight next to you and you pick up your little dumbbell and start doing your exercise, most of the time you're probably going to feel some type of way. And that might encourage you to pick up a heavier weight that you shouldn't be lifting. And now your joint hurts because your form was off, because the weight was too heavy, and so on and so forth. As a guy, pride has always been and always will be a factor in our lives as far as taking action, whether that positively affects us or negatively affects us. Another major reason why you're struggling to get in shape is because of your unrealistic expectations. We tend to gauge the reward by what we think we deserve from the work that we put in. But in reality, that's just not how it works. A lot of people that want to lose weight are expecting to lose a whole lot of pounds on a week-to-week basis. But on the contrary, what's considered healthy weight loss is actually losing 1 to 2 pounds a week. And you have to consider the fact that if you're working out, you're probably drinking a lot of water. So water is going to contribute to the weight that you have. Your water levels are going to probably be different on a day-to-day basis. And if you're putting on muscle because you're strength training as well, so you may be putting on muscle and burning fat, but see your weight kind of fluctuate because of the added muscle or the water weight, as well as some other factors. So just consider that. So yeah, that's going to be my little tip of the day. Your weight will fluctuate during your fitness journey. A lot of us are on social media and we also see A lot of people who lose like 50 pounds in 2-3 months thinking that we can do the same. But 99.9% of the time, if you see someone on social media that's done this extreme weight loss in such a short period of time, then the timeline is probably fake, or they undergone some procedure or Ozempic. Let's be real. That's just not how our bodies work. We also see these influencers and athletes and compare ourselves to them, but their lifestyles are completely different from yours, right? You're not an athlete. You can't compare yourself to a track star or an NFL player or a basketball player and think that you're going to look like them within the next couple months. Realistically, those influencers and athletes have been doing this for years and years and years. And you probably just weren't there from the beginning, and now you're just seeing the end result. So don't get caught up comparing yourself to people who have been putting in the work way longer than you. And with the quick fixes, like the procedures and whatever other methods there are for people to lose crazy amounts of weight in a short period of time, these things are not sustainable. And a lot of times losing weight that quickly can actually have a negative effect on your body and cause other health issues. There's already a ton going on with our bodies at all times. So adding extreme weight loss to that list is not the way to go. So those bad habits that you had before aren't just gonna go away after your quick fix. For example, if you have some work done on your body to lose the weight, a lot of people actually end up gaining the weight back and more after the fact, because they either get lazy and think that because they had the procedure done, they don't have to do any more work anymore. Their bodies are just gonna adapt and just stay that way forever. Or they go back to the bad habits they had before because they were never really broken, because that takes time, right? And going back to that, and they put the same weight that they paid to get taken off right back onto them. Patience during your fitness journey will reward you a whole lot more than trying to rush through things and then failing anyway. So take your time and appreciate the process so that you can actually make it to the goal. Last but not least is lacking a clear plan. As guys, we love tackling problems head on without looking left or right. And that can often be a problem. You're thinking that you know it all, you know enough, and you can make this happen. You can reach your goal if you just get in the gym, which sounds good at first until you get started and you're not getting results. A lot of this can be linked to ignoring having planned workouts or having planned nutrition. So you're eating whatever, whenever, and your workouts aren't consistent. You're doing a couple exercises here or there. You're all over the place as far as the muscle groups that you're working. Nothing is put together or organized in a way in which you can track it, which is very important. You want to be able to track what you're eating and track what workouts you're doing, how much weight you're lifting. You want to be able to track these things so that you can know when you're making progress and know when you're getting closer and closer to your goal. It gives you a boost. It gives you an increase to your motivation, which allows you to keep going and keep going throughout the journey, because there's going to be a lot of ups and downs and you're going to want to quit. You might trip up here and there. Maybe you just don't feel like going to the gym on some days, but actually being able to see where you're at in your journey will definitely help you and push you to continue doing what you're doing. And then some of us like looking up trendy workouts or trendy nutrition, and that usually isn't sustainable, whether it's the workouts or nutrition. Most of the nutrition plans that are just trendy are these extreme diets that aren't sustainable whatsoever. And if you do them, not only will you hate your life while you're doing the diet, second, you'll do it for X amount of time. You'll either quit and pretty much be at square one, or you'll do it for an extended period of time and actually cause harm to your body, giving you other health issues to deal with. I say it all the time, when it comes to diets and stuff, they're meant to be used as tools, so they're supposed to be for short periods of time, and they should make sense. You shouldn't be feeling like you're killing yourself during these diets, right? Which leads me to our next point is inconsistency. Even the most headstrong guys, those guys who are just running in full steam, if there's no plan in place, there's no organization, you don't know if you're making progress, your eating's all over the place, your workouts aren't consistent, all these inconsistencies build up into a huge mess, and there's no way you're going to see results with so many inconsistencies, with so many negative things impacting your journey. Inconsistency is a huge problem for a number of reasons. Being consistent with the good nutrition or a good workout plan is the reason that you're seeing results. And with consistency, it takes discipline as well as motivation. Because even the days where you don't feel like going, you have to rely on discipline to get you to that gym or get you doing your workout at home after a long day at work. So balancing that motivation and discipline will allow you to be consistent. So you need to build a plan, and the plan has to be organized in a way where you can see where you are, where you started, and where you need to be, where you want to go. You have to be consistent throughout your journey to actually see the results that you want. There's a lot that goes into the fitness journey. I wouldn't dare say that it's something easy to do. It is hard, but it's simple. It's not as complex as the internet makes it seem, and it's definitely not so out of reach that you can't have that higher quality of life, the better body, more energy, higher confidence, whatever it is you're seeking from getting in shape. Because it's more than just your body, it's about your mental health as well, and the things you can get out of life because of your health and your fitness. And to help with this, I've created an online fitness community just for men to help them get more organized, learn how to create a plan for their nutrition or their working out, how to create better habits that'll change their quality of life, and basically how to make this a lifestyle change and not just a momentary fix for a problem. If you'd like to join the community of guys supporting guys to get to their fitness goals, the link will be in the description below. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.